I don't even know how to start this really. Um, Hello, my name is Cameron or RiftAtom, and I something awful has happened today, at least for me, and that is my favorite musician, Carpenter Brett, posted a video either today or yesterday, or maybe I uploaded tomorrow and then it was 2 days ago. Um, and the said music video contains usage of AI. Not in the whole thing, but at certain points. And it's not debatable because in the description of said video there is credits given to two people for being an AI specialist. Um, and that just sucks. And I didn't know how to like cope with my feelings on that, and I decided to just make a video of it. Um, but to preface a bit, I am a huge fan of this artist. In about, I want to say 2019, 2018, I I listen to SoundCloud primarily. I know that's a bit silly when Spotify is right there, but I've listened to it since like sixth grade, so it's or used it to listen to music since sixth grade, and it's been very hard to get away from it. Oh, that's a wrong way to word it. It's been very hard to accept something else, I guess. And so SoundCloud has like a recommended music section similar to Spotify, and I was really getting into Dungeons and Dragons at the time, and I really liked heavy electronic music to use for it. And so naturally, eventually, I got a Carpenter Brett song recommended in my in my SoundCloud, and it was the song "You're Mine" from Fury. And this is a good song. Maybe I should play Fury instead. Actually, maybe I'll play Fury in the back. Um, and incredible song. Still my favorite song by him because it just is constant energy and it's excellent for fighting against robots or sci-fi beings, whatever. Um, and so I used it constantly. I still use it sometimes for D&D. Um, I even made on another channel a 1 hour loop of it, and obviously I don't own the song, so if they take it down, whatever. But it's strictly, at least for me, it's strictly for the use of playing during D&D. Um, and that's how much I like this song. And pretty quickly became, well, maybe not a fan, but somewhat familiar with some of the music from this guy. I played Fury because of it. I discovered Fury because of it, and if you dig on my channel a bit, you'll see a few speedrun videos of it. Nothing crazy. Um, I played it on Xbox and got like 17th place when I first did it. I'm sure it's lower than that now, but that was cool. That was a cool experience, and all because I discovered this song by Carpenter Brett, and all the other things in Fury are awesome too, but my main connection to it is still Carpenter Brett. And I love the other artists too. Danger is great. I like the song that Lauren has, and just really the whole album is great. Um, and so became slowly more familiar. Obviously, listened to Turbo Killer eventually. That's a classic. That's the classic Carpenter Brett song. Um, I personally like Disco Zombie Italia a lot. I also like Meat Mac Striker. Roller Mobster is great too, and all of them are pretty good. Daystalker, Night Prowler from his newer one. Well, not newest one anymore, but I like his music. That's what I'm trying to say. And at some point in 2022, was it? 2021? I want to say 2021. Um, a good buddy of mine who I'm still good friends with, and we both love Carpenter Brett, got an ad from something and on YouTube, and it said, "Hey, guess who's performing in the U.S.? Carpenter Brett." And now that I'm thinking more about it, I do think it is 2021 when we did this, when we went to it, and let me tell you, I wouldn't have called us like mega fans until this concert. And I mean, like, I still quote it as the best day of my life just because it was so much fun. And, like, we weren't even familiar with either of his leather albums. Okay, yeah, I just found it, and it was August 22nd, 2022 in Portland. Me, my buddy, and another buddy all went, the three amigos, and we just had a blast. I mean, I had never been to a concert like that. I've probably only been to like three real ones before that, and I was 22 at the time, 25 now. Um, and I'm just telling you, man, and not even knowing all the music, listening to some of that music for the first time in concert, mind blowing. I did not know Daystalker Night Prowler until then, and oh, in concert it was amazing, incredible. And I don't think I've ever thought, wow, that person is so cool in my life until this concert. When I saw Mr. Brett bobbing his head over there and jamming out, I thought, that's he is so cool. That guy is so cool. And there's several things that happened. They had a mosh pit, and I was in the mosh pit at one point because I'm kind of a smaller, not smaller. I'm tall but more lean, and so I was getting thrown around a lot. But my two buddies were bigger guys, and so they kind of stood on the edge and just were tossing people around, and it was good fun. They both even picked me up and surfed me on the crowd. That was incredible. Lots of hands all over my body, which bit weird but still awesome. Um, and we I ended up getting to the front of the crowd right near the end, and we encored him. By the way, he left, and then he came back and encored and played Maniac at the end, his cover of Maniac. Freaking stellar, unforgettable. But I ended up at the front at the end of the concert, and he was just handing out fist bumps. And so I put my fist up, and he fist bumped me twice just because he was like spamming fist bumps on people. And I got two of them, and I was like I've never in my life had that oh he touched me moment, but he touched me, and it was something special, something that made me and my friends instant fans from that point on. Of course, my buddies were upset that I got to fist bump him, so I came back and said, "Well, you gave me two, I'll fist bump you," and haha. Um, and we bought shirts too. I still have the shirts somewhere, wear it from time to time. Um, and then we got some Taco Bell, went back to our hotel, and have been talking about it ever since. Um, yeah, pretty amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. Uh, his music has really been inspirational to me, um, just in terms of its style and the way it feels. I've had several days where I know I need to like work out to feel better that day, and I found a cover of Daystalker Night Prowler, and that cover, like, phenomenal. some I would listen to that song exclusively for entire workouts sometimes because of how much I loved it. Um, so all this to say, I am incredibly disappointed in where I have found myself today in the AI world where AI is creating air quotes art, and it's I don't even know what to say that hasn't already been said, but it's just not good, and we should not be using AI for this. And I guess I can dig into it a little bit. So his his new song, he's got his finally is dropping his third leather album, if you will. And yeah, here it is. Carpenter Brett, the Misfits slash the Rebels. I'm gonna give this a listen real quick. Um, well, not a listen, but a look at, just so I can see what I'm talking about. Um, and I'm confused because it's not 100% AI. It's it's like part 3D models with this awesome animated filter over it, and like look, and and I just don't know why you wouldn't have committed to that the whole time. Like everybody hates AI this way. Everybody, every normal person. Ugh. Okay, I just paused on the frame. Every normal person that I know doesn't like AI in this usage. And like, I'll come clean a little bit. I've I bought Mid Journey once. Well, a couple times, and I used it so I could make imagery for my Dungeons and Dragons campaign, right? And I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that I did that, especially once it was Midjourney was accused of stealing art to teach their AI how to make more art. That's no bueno. I mean, obviously it had to come from somewhere, but I don't know. I guess I hadn't really thought about it. Like AI was cute back then. It was kind of fun. You know, oh, look at the AI try to make a picture of like a robot, and it doesn't look very convincing, but it looks convincing enough that I'm going to use it as like a piece for my session. And I don't mind that so much, but it's really snowballed. And when people try to sell it or they use AI in their art that's meant to like be sold or get them revenue, that's no good. That's no good. And obviously, like I spent money on Midjourney. I'm not gonna do that again because it's not right. I don't think it's right morally, um, especially to give them more data when they're stealing data. But like, so anyways, to loop back around, I formally apologize for using Midjourney because I don't agree with it anymore. Um, and again, I hadn't really thought about it back then, so it was I don't know, but this specific image I've paused on is particularly rough, and it's like a room of what I assume are police officers looking angry at you, and it's right before the beat drops. They say some nonsense, and then it they like a guy points at you, and they're like ah, and it just doesn't look even remotely as good as the non AI parts. And I know that sounds like, oh, are you really giving it a fair critique? And I'm like, oh, maybe not, but it's also made by, you can tell it's made by AI. And not only can you tell, go to the description. Go to the description of this video, and you will see that there are two people labeled as AI specialist. The art direction, AI specialist, and Antoni Delac. I don't know how to say it. I'm white at AF, so I probably got that wrong. And then technical direction slash AI specialist Sean Struble. Um, Again, probably got that wrong, but why? Why was this chosen as a resource, as a thing to use when creating a music video, especially, and again, go past that, and there's all these really great looking 3D scenes, and and then there's this lady dancing. I'm positive that's AI, lady dancing around. Doesn't it just doesn't look as good as the rest of it? And I guess I'm even worried if the 3D stuff had AI used on it at all. And I think it's, and not to put it on a scale, I think AI is completely unnecessary and we did just fine without it, and it's only making things worse ultimately. But like like I guess on a scale, it's it's less bad if an AI like touches something up a little bit. Um, but I can't even let myself trust that some of the cool anime looking parts are AI. I feel like they might be, because of the precedent that, but like there's these 3D parts that are really good again. And I probably can't show the video on YouTube because I'll get copyrighted, or it'll be like, oh, violence, even though Carpenter Brett uploaded it. Um, and it's not my music, but that leads me to the next thing. Is it even his music? Like, I would hate to believe this, but there's a legitimate concern within me now that maybe he used AI to make some of his music. And it sounds really good, like genuinely. And I I don't know. Um I'm taking a second to breathe, but I would like to read some of the comments on this video. Um I posted a comment. Oh, actually, look, my comment got a reply. So I'll read this comment to you I put um, on his video. I Maybe I'm being too brutal, but I just like this. This is devastating to me. But I'll read it to you anyways. I said, Carpenter Brett, your music is great, but AI use of any kind, making art, destroys it. Now we can't even be sure if the music you have made is completely yours and not AI. Why didn't your team just make the whole music video with the amazing 3D models and VFX? I'm coping hard and hoping that you somehow did not know despite AI specialists being in the description, but please do not keep doing this and be aware of your team's AI use. Please, please take this down and fix it, or else it will stain your music forever. Again, maybe a bit brutal, but I do genuinely feel this way. And I got a reply. Let's read that. Animators are expensive. Animators are expensive. Well, there you go. That's the answer, isn't it? Animators are expensive. Um, buddy, I don't know if you've noticed, but there are far more people on this team than there are AI specialists. Um, Look at all these 3D modeling guys. One, two, three for 3D modeling and texturing. One, two, three, 3D layout and previs, 3D lighting and rendering. One, two, three. Well, hang on. Okay. Technical director slash AI specialist, Sean Struble. Okay, he is on several of these 3D modeling crews as well. Um, Not all of them. Anthony, whatever his name is also on some of these teams. So now I'm not even sure. I'm not sure about any of this now. Like again, the 3D modeling looks great, But was that even AI? Did they use AI to design these? Oh, and then this shot. Ay, ay. Guys, animators are expensive. Just remember that. It's not like Carpenter Brett couldn't afford a team of guys to do this. But I'll move on from that. To get to some of the other comments, why is there AI sludge in my Carpenter Brett? 145 likes. Um, wasn't expecting to see Carpenter Brett in anything related with AI. Shame. Really sad they used, so I'm not surprised. As if the last video didn't already reek with AI. I mean, I haven't seen that one because, and this will be sound kind of silly for some people, but I didn't want to listen to any of this music because I'm going to a double concert. I'm going. He's touring again in the U.S. in April and May, and me and my friends, or me and my buddy, and I'm going with my fiance and them, and he's got his girlfriend. He's bringing. It's the three amigos again, but we all get a plus one. Mine's my fiance, his is his girlfriend, and third amigo is got a friend he's bringing, and I wanted to go in completely spoiler free in music, and maybe that sounds crazy. Apparently, that's a crazy concept. That I don't want to listen to any of his new music until the concert to feel it for the first time live. Maybe that sounds crazy, but I think that that would be an incredible experience because that's kind of what I did the first time around. There were several songs I had not heard that I heard first time in there, and I was like, "Yo!" Um, so I avoided the last one, which was the Leather Temple video, I believe. I haven't watched it still because I don't know. But this video, it has AI specialist. It's true, and like, I'm just, I'm just floored, I guess. Um, and I don't know. And people are gonna argue about this forever, right? Should it be used? Should it not be used for this? But I just don't think like art as a concept is not something we should give to the computers or let the computers do. AI and programs are meant to make life easier for us so that we can do things that improve our soul. But like I just maybe I'm being dramatic again, and ultimately AI is being used by enormous people for a while now. I mean, look at the Coca-Cola commercial, right? That was pretty widely made fun of. And you'd think they get the message, but these rich companies and rich people are just going to start dumping money. They have been dumping money into this AI stuff for so long that they are completely committed. And I don't know what to do at this point. I mean, this is literally seeped into my niche genre of music I like. I love synthwave. I love dark synthwave. I love chillwave. That's my zone. And here I am looking at my favorite artist, what he has posted, and seeing AI. And it's not about I what is it about, man? Uh, Again, maybe you think I'm being dramatic, but this really affected me, and I I didn't know how to cope with my feelings. I mean, I posted this comment, but again, look, animators are expensive. That is true, isn't it? And I don't know how much money Carpenter Brett has, but he has made some phenomenal stuff before. Like, look at the Turbo Killer music video. That is oozing with art and substance and style and an aesthetic that I don't think I've seen anywhere else. And just why why didn't you just keep going with it? And again, these AI segments don't seem to be that long. They're like moments within this 3D stuff. But again, I guess I don't know if this 3D stuff is completely legit at this point, and that's what scares me. I don't know anymore. I mean, I know what is AI for sure, but I don't know what is untainted by AI in this video. And I just think it's unacceptable. I believe it is unacceptable, and I was looking forward I was looking forward to my double concert. It's April 3rd in Portland and April 5th in Seattle. I Portland, Oregon, should clarify. Portland, Oregon and Seattle, Washington. Um and like I was looking forward to saying not these are one of these is the best day of my life, but this is the best like week of my life. This is the best like couple weeks, few weeks, maybe month of my life. My birthday's in April, and uh, I'm I said earlier I'm going with my fiance to this. We're getting married in April, and obviously this isn't enormously dramatic that it's going to ruin my wedding. Like that would be insane to suggest, but rather than being maybe the best couple weeks of my life, this part will get it just won't be as powerful. I'm still gonna go to the concert. I'm still gonna enjoy the music I already knew, but like, am I gonna buy merch? I might feel grody about the merch. I might just have to come in my old shirt and I had outfits planned. I was gonna do a couple of Hotline Miami type outfits. I got this skull ski mask looking thing. My fiance designed me a logo for a custom shirt that was gonna go tough. I was gonna wear that with like some college type jacket, and my buddy was gonna dress up like Jacket from Hotline Miami. Is it Jacket? Whatever, whoever the Rooster Mask is. I'm sorry, I still have yet to play Hotline Miami. Um, and I don't know. I guess I set up this grand weekend in my mind, and I had these outfits, and I'm going with these people, and it's gonna be still good, right? Again, I don't think this really takes away from the old music, but like I still don't want to listen to any of the other songs, but I'm genuinely devastated. And maybe again, you think I'm being dramatic. Maybe this isn't that big a deal. Maybe this is a me problem. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree that this isn't being dramatic. I don't agree that this is a me problem. This is happening everywhere. And to save a couple bucks, like I don't know how much money Carpenter Brett makes, but I'm pretty sure he's top dog in this genre. I'm pretty sure he performs all the time, and he owns his own label. It's called No Quarter Prod or something. No Quarter Prod. Yeah, No Quarter Prod. Carpenter Brett. I just went to look it up just to not look totally ridiculous. It's his own record label, and so maybe you could, like in my comment earlier, I said I'm coping hard in hoping that you somehow did not know about the AI, but I don't see how that's actually possible. Like in his video produced by his record label for his channel, it says two guys are AI specialists. and you can see it. It's it's clear. And again, even if you could, like, I'm ironically glad that he has AI specialist in here, because then it's not a question. It is a fact that this video uses AI. You couldn't go, oh, well, maybe it's not AI. It's like, no, it is. It says AI specialists right here. They're all over the team. So I don't know. I discovered this today when my friend, again, who we both love Carpenter Brett and went to the last concert, when he told me, he said there's AI in Carpenter Brett video, and I was like, oh, oh no, because, and I had to go see it, and I did, and I've been, this has been on my mind ever since. And I got homework to do for college. I mean, I did the homework due today so I could rant about this and play whatever game I'm playing in the back. Um, but I couldn't focus. I had to go for a drive and be bummed out for a bit, and I don't know. It's just it's just devastating. And my friend put it well. He said his inspirations are being taken over by AI. One of the YouTube channels he watches, um, I believe it's Ephemeral Rift. He he went kind of crazy and started using AI and defends it, and it's just, yeah, Ephemeral Rift. I had to go look make sure. Um, um, I'm kind of stuttering at this point, but one thing I did after discovering this is I listened to a lot of movie YouTube videos, and um, I'm a big movie guy. My degree is going into video production, and I'm still working. I don't have the degree yet, but I've made several videos, and two of them are on my channel. I made these at college for a class for my degree, and I love this stuff. So I listen to a lot of movie reviews. I talk a lot about movies, and I get very critical with movies. Um, and music is a little more, how do I put it? It's a little more based on genre, I would say. Like with a movie, I could watch any genre and tell you whether I thought the movie was good or not as a movie. Um, but there are certain genres of music that I just don't dig as a genre. That's not necessarily because I think it's bad music or anything, but it's it's just not my taste, I guess. And so I have my little section of music I like. I said earlier, synthwave, dark synthwave, chillwave. I love this stuff. I have a chillwave collection of physical stuff. I have cassettes, I have vinyls, and I love this stuff. And it's just, I'm open to more discussions with that than I usually am with movies, because, well, I'm not open to movie discussions, but I'm um very stalwart in what I believe, and I'll tell you what I believe with movies, and I'll say that that is a good or a bad thing. And with music, it's a little more like, oh, what do you like listening to? Oh, I like listening to this. Well, why do you like listening to that? Well, it makes me feel this kind of way. And there's obviously still structure, and there's still things you could break down as music, but it's it's more of a safe bet that people like music just because they like music, and that can be the case with movies too. But I'm kind of getting off track here. But what I was saying is I went on YouTube after at some point discovering that this had happened with Carpenter Brett, and I found that out. I kind of stumbled over my words there. I found out that this happened, and I went to watch some YouTube videos, and I don't know if anyone who's listening is familiar with Red Letter Media, but they are a classic go-to movie people, TV show people, film people YouTube channel, and big fan of them. I think if I go look at my recent watches on their channel, I think I've watched all of the last like 15 videos just because they're great. Um, and ironically, their video "What Are Next" came up, and this is a video I've watched multiple times just because it's so on point, and it talks about movies, um, like sequels and remakes and ideas from books, and uh, it's a big satire, and it's just people wanting to make money, right? That's the big idea. Why do we make a million Avatar movies? Oh, more money. Why do we make sequels to other garbage? Why do we make live action remakes? It's it's for money, and it's really disappointing because that's ultimately what most of this AI is about. And we could talk about AI as a tool, right? Like I use video editing software that has AI assisted tools like there's one where if you want to smudge something out like a license plate in a video, you can have an AI help you with that. And that's neat. And ultimately if that's all AI was, it wouldn't be a big deal, but all AI is an excuse to make more money and save more time. And oh, hey, Coca-Cola, let's make a Coca-Cola ad. Well, how much did they probably save doing that? I guarantee you a lot. Obviously, is the backlash worth it? I don't think so. But that's what's going to start happening. And people are going to start giving up shortly. And they're going to start letting movie franchises go on forever. And music start to have AI in it. And the average person probably doesn't care that much about this, but a lot of us do. A lot of us do care about what they're doing to art for money and how they're using AI to save money and stop making art. And I just don't agree with it. So, anyways, I think I mostly got it out. Maybe again, you don't think this is that big a deal, but I think it is. And AI is just not it's not the way to the future. It's a way to make money. Anyways, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do something like this again. Normally, I watch movies, I get up like angry about it. Like I watched Tron Ares movie, genuinely makes me mad. I think it's awful. Um, and I could debate that in a different video if people really want me to, but like that made me mad, but eventually I was able to calm down and get over it. But this Carpenter Brett thing makes me sad. Makes me sad. I don't want to support this, and that's a shame because this is one of the people I want to support the most. But it's at odds with this, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong. So I guess I had to get this out for me more than anything. And I don't expect this to do numbers. I'm sure this will get 20 videos. I'll get a few comments from people I know, and that'll be the end of it. But maybe if you made it this far, you could give it a like. But up to you, ultimately. Um, I think I don't know how to end this. Whatever I'm doing in Fury, look at that. Wow, Fury. He's playing Fury. Look at him play Fury. Okay, bye.